Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, let me turn on my camera. Does anybody have questions before we get started? Now we have an opportunity to review something, or if you have any questions. So during the week, do you have a chance to practice?
I made some note cards yesterday to start practicing.
Oh, good.
I'm not too good. When I took Spanish in high school, I wasn't too good at that. I've been struggling with learning foreign languages, so I've been trying to study more.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And it is like anything else. Yeah, we have to practice a lot actually when it comes to another language. I don't know if you guys do come to services or not, but if you come to services, you can at least hear it, even if you are not able to follow along. And I understand that, let's say, when you're in service, you don't always understand what the prayer is, but at least there is the English on the other side, so you can look at the English and see what the prayer is all about. So, well, it is 9 a.m. So I do want to say, and I don't know, so on the, let me tell you which date it is. On the 4th, I will be out of town. And I don't know if I'll be able to, I have to see, it's possible that I will still be able to do the class because I can still get into the Zoom, but I don't know for sure. And I need to find out when I can add the class if I need to, if let's say, if I'm not able to do it on the 4th. So we do not have a class next Sunday. Did somebody do this? Oh, okay. Ron, you're sharing your screen. Ron, you can just stop the share. Ron, you just stop the share. Okay. So on the, I need to see if we can add one more after, or if I will have the opportunity to actually do the lesson from wherever I am. So I will know today if I can do it. And I will send all of you guys an email this week to let you know. Because next Sunday, which is after Thanksgiving, what is it, the 27th or so, we do not have a class. I mean, I can do it during Thanksgiving, but I'm assuming that people do not want to do it during Thanksgiving because they might be traveling on the 27th. Right. So I don't want to change your schedule the last minute, but okay. Okay, I decide to do this and then I'll stop the share. Okay, so again, I want to review what I was just saying. Okay, Ron, you need to stop sharing your screen. He keeps sharing. Do you need to share your screen for a reason, Ron? Are you there? I think he's trying to turn on the audio. Right. I think his audio is not working. Yeah, there is. His audio is working. Ron, can you hear us? I think he's trying to fix his camera. Ron? Okay, he is just getting into all of my stuff. Ron. Okay. Okay. All right, Ron. Let me send him a chat. Oh, I think he got, okay. Oh, he logged off. All right, he came back in. All right. Okay, Ron, you need to turn on your audio. Unmute yourself. Okay. All right. So like I said, so we will not have a class on the 27th, and on the 4th, just to kind of summarize, on the 4th, I will let you know about the 4th because I'm going out of town and I have to see if I'll be able to get into a quiet room and still conduct a class, whatever it is that I need to do. Okay. All right. So I'll let you know. All right. Okay. So we did review a lot of letters. So I want to go over the letters today again, review them one more time. So last time, we learned these letters, so I want to review them. Let me just, now I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, I want to review these letters. Okay. Sorry, there's somebody else coming in. Greg, okay. Okay, so these are the letters that we learned last time, which is the Vav. The Vav has the V sound. The Tet has the T sound, and the Ain is silent, just like Alef, right? Okay. So the Vav, what is another letter that sounds like the Vav? What other letter did we learn that sounds like the Vav?
The vet.
The Vet, right? So this letter, right, the Vet, right? This is the Vet. Can you all see it? The Vet. And then the Tet sounds like what other letter that we learned? Tav, very good. The Tav. Now the Tav with the dot or without the dot is still a T sound, so it doesn't matter. And the Ain sounds like what other letter that we learned?
Alef.
Alef, right? Ain and Alef are the same. Okay. So these are the letters that we learned last time. So what I want to do is only this right now. What we're going to do. So we will review this right now. So let me increase this. Okay, so I am, can somebody read line 1? I'm just going to go over line 1. Alyssa, read line 1. Oh, sorry, let me
I'm
talk about.
sorry, my
No,
dog.
no, no.
I'm sorry.
These two dots, sorry, these two dots could be either silent or they're a short e. So this would be ve, short ve, okay?
Okay, so we have ve, and the next one is vo.
No, the one dot is,
Oh,
V.
the one dot. Oh, okay. V.
very good.
Mhm. And then it's ve,
Mhm.
and then is it the vo or? how do you
Yes, very good, the vowel, because this vowel is O. So you have the vav and the vav and it's vo. Okay, very good.
And then we have va
Mhm.
and va. And we have va,
Mhm.
va, va.
Vav, because there is no
Or
vowel
vav,
after.
yeah.
Vav,
Yeah, I was,
good, but that's good.
and then we have VM. Is that the, is
Vim,
that okay? And then we have bomb.
okay, very good. So so it's ve, v, ve. So this is ve, short of ve. V, ve, vo, va, va, ve, vav, vim, vam. Okay. So when you look at line 3, and the first one over here will be what? What's the first one in line 3? The very first right here. Va. Very good. And the second one will be what?
Ba or B.
Ve. This would be
They.
ve.
Thank you.
Ve, and this one is also
Uh,
ve. Very good. And the next one is also
Ve.
ve, and the last one is also
Ve.
okay. Very good. Okay, so we're moving on.
What I was gonna ask, what's the 3 dots? I know I may have missed that from the last
The
class.
3 dots is also a ve.
A.
Okay,
Vet.
so I'm gonna go. Actually, I'm glad you said that, but that's exactly what I was gonna go over today.
Okay.
So good.
Good.
glad you
I
asked.
didn't know if I missed it or not.
Okay. Okay, so now we have the letter tet. So line 1, Mark, you want to read 1?
Is it ta?
Mm-hmm.
And then tab,
So
toe.
the vowel toe. Uh-huh.
Okay. Ta. Let's see here.
Mm-hmm. Ta.
Ta-
Very good.
Ta. Okay. I lost my place here. Hold on.
The 4th one.
Te.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I keep referring to my note. Ta.
So this would be te. It's a short a. Te.
Ta.
Mhm.
And then tae. No.
1 dot is
Ta, right?
no. 1 dot is e. T.
T.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 dots is ta,
No. Te.
ta,
Mm-hmm.
and then T, tai,
No, it's a line. So it would be ta.
ta,
Okay. And what about 5 dots? 5 dots is also a. So 2 dots like this is a, 3 dots like this is a, and 5 dots is a. So this is
Ta.
te,
te,
te, and te.
te, te, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Dina, so just in my mind, I'm saying anything greater than 1 is A.
Exactly.
And then a single dot is ah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how I've been trying
No,
to
the
like.
single dot
that-
is e. The single
Oh,
dot
sorry,
is
E. Okay.
How
And
come
if it
not?
has a line in it, it's ah.
Ah, there we yeah.
Like
I
if
knew
it's
it was
got
like
a
a single
dash, it's
one
got
with the
ah.
line. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
I don't know why. Okay. So let me actually do it this way. Where is that? Okay. So I'm just gonna highlight it. So the 3 dots here is a.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 dots in here, sorry, it's also a. And the 5 dots in here is also a. So te, te, te. There is no, they all sound the same.
Yeah.
So I just want to, I mean, I'm assuming the dots were going to come into play later, but wouldn't, I'm just thinking they could do just if they're all the same sound.
Yeah, they're all the same sound. All the same sound. Te, te, te. No
Okay.
difference. Okay. And then again, the last one will be te. So I'm going to go over 1 again. Ta, to, ta, te, te. That's kind of shorter. Te, ti, te, ta, te, ti. Okay.
Did you say that last one was teeth?
No, te. Sorry. Did I say
Uh,
te? Te.
you-
Te.
yeah.
Did I say T? I'm sorry.
Yes,
Te.
I see. Okay.
Te. It's te. It's 2 dots. It's te. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Apologize. All right. Let me do it again. Ta, to, ta, te, te, ti, te, ta, te, te. Okay. All right. I'm going to erase that, and now we're going to go to the ein. So right now I'm just reviewing the letters that we learned, okay? Oh, sorry, I went too far. Okay, so then we have the letter ein. Ein is silent, so it's only the vowel. You need to look just at the vowel. So Paige, read line 1.
A, in, e, a, o, a, o, olam,
Yes, very good. So a, I, e, a, o, al, ol, olam. Very good. All right, so now let's talk about the letter yud. Okay, the letter yud. So remember the letter yud. So we'll talk a little bit about it. So when we learn the letter yud, if we take the letter ein and we put the 1 dot, right? And we put the yud, what is it going to be?
i,
Silent?
So the yud is silent, but what will be the sound of it? How am I going to say it?
I,
E. Very good. E. So the yud is silent, right? It's there, but it's not there. E, right? Again, if I take the letter tet and I put the 1 dot here and the yud, that would be what?
t,
T, right?
T.
So the yud is silent. However, when I have this combination, the letter ein, the vowel a, and I put the yud, then the yud is not silent. It will be I, like I. Also, if I put this one, if I put the other T sound, it will be I. Okay, so this is I and this is I. Okay, the
So-
same thing. Yeah, go ahead.
So the others with E made it silent, but then I'm seeing the correlation between the A and the silent symbol, then you pronounce it, right? Only with the
Mhm.
A vowel?
Yes. So it will
Okay.
only be silent with a combination of E. But in other cases, it's I. You do pronounce it like a, I.
Is this the
Gotcha.
only way we can get that like long I sound?
No, I'm about to say one more way. Okay. So when you have this combination, the 2 dots here and the yud, it will be A. Not just A, but A. Also,
Oh, that's where the multiple dots come in.
mhm.
Gotcha.
Also when you have this, the 3 dots, 1, sorry, my writing is so bad with this, okay? When you have it like this, that's also A. So now the yud is not silent, it's A. A, A. And also when you have it like this, with the yud at the end, now it is oi. Oi. So, the word, like, when we say oi, you know what, that's one of the things that we sometimes say. A lot of Jews say oi, that's actually the way we spell it, oi, with the yud, oi. Oi, like, oh my God, oi, Have you heard that term, oi?
Yeah.
I always thought that was Yiddish.
Yeah, it's part of it, yeah. But we all say that. In Israel, we say the same thing, oi. I want to tell you a funny story. I play tennis, and whenever I would miss a hit or whatever, I would say, oi. My teacher thought I was cursing.
Oh, geez.
She did. She thought I was, I said, no, I'm not cursing. I'm just frustrated and I say, oi.
Yeah.
She was upset. She thought I was cursing. I said, I'm not cursing in your lesson.
Wow.
So what you need to remember with the yud is silent only in this case. In here it is I, a, oi, oi. Sorry. Now, yud, when it has other vowels, it takes the sound of the vowels, just like a Y. It can be ya, it can be ye, it can be yo, it can be any of those, okay? So when we are learning yud, if I have the letter yud and I put 2 dots, what will it be? If I just put it 2 dots like this, how am I going to call it? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with the 3 dots, it's still a,
Yes.
yeah, it's a yeah. Mhm.
So here's my other thought. Like, what if you put 2 Y's or yes? Like, so you have and then you add another one to the left of it. The line here. I'll put my camera on. I'm using my phone today, but would it be like this symbol? If you put that straight to the left of it with the vowels underneath the first one, what happens?
Like, which one are you talking about? This one?
The one that you just wrote. The one with
Uh-huh.
yeah. If
Yeah.
you put that same symbol to the left of it without the 3 dots, what happens to it?
Oh, it will. So do I have 2 dots or what? How many dots?
You have a double yud. 2
Double.
yuds.
Oh,
yeah,
if I do that, oops, sorry. Okay, I think I know what you're saying. Like if I do this and I put this one here and this one here. Oh, sorry, 2 dots, it will be yay. Yay,
Yeah. Okay.
yay.
Okay. So yum with 1 and then you have
Mm,
okay. Okay.
all right. Okay, so let's look at the letter yud for a minute. I mean, this lesson is really complicated, but let's just look at the letter yud. I mean, there's a lot that goes on that we need to cover, but so this is the letter yud, right? So we have, Ron, do you want to read line 1? Ron, did you hear me? I can't hear you.
49.
His audio is not working. Is your audio working? You're muted, Ron, you're muted. You're gonna need to unmute. Okay, you're unmuted now. Can you talk? I think your audio is not working. Let me see if his audio is working. It shows that it is. Okay,
Good.
all right. Greg, have you had a chance to read?
No, I mean,
Yeah,
I
go
can go
ahead and
through
read
and-
1.
okay, so the consonant is U or
So it's
It
like,
just-
it's the letter Y, and then you need to look at the vowels.
okay, yeah. I just want to make sure I have the consonant right. So ya, yeah.
Is this 1 line or 2 dots in here?
It looks like 2 dots on my phone.
Oh,
looks like
okay. I think it's 1
It's
line.
one,
but-
yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna look really close. Is it a line?
Yeah, I think it is a line, right?
Okay, so ya, so
Mm-hmm,
and then yeah,
mm-hmm,
yeah, yov,
mm-hmm.
yeah, yi. It's
Okay,
e,
very good.
yeah,
Me?
yeah, yeah. What's that square consonant? I'm trying to
Right.
memorize the consonants.
It's a final mem.
So yam,
Mm-hmm.
and then is that the the v or vam? The
Yad.
consonant to the left
It's a
of
yad.
yeah.
So
So
that's a
yeah.
dalet, a D sound. Yad.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to read it again. So it is ya, yeah, yo, ye, yeah, yam, yad. Okay. All right. Okay. So now let's go back and review. I'm going to review the vowel E with some letters. Okay. So then we can have some of that review. So remember, Mark, you asked me what is this vowel? And I said, that's the vowel E, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we are actually, I'm going to cross out the letters that we haven't learned yet. We haven't learned yet. Okay, so
And Gimel in the top
Kelly,
row.
do you want to go ahead and do that? All of these letters?
Yeah, isn't that Gimel in the top that we haven't done?
Oh, we
Gimel
haven't
yet?
done Gimel yet. Yeah, right now. Okay, go ahead.
You want me to from 1 or from 2?
Yeah.
So that's
No, the vowel is A.
E.
So,
So E, be, ve, de, te.
What is this?
he.
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 Okay.
And then
Sorry, we haven't learned these, right?
oh, we haven't. No. That one's ve,
Mm-hmm.
te, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
le, me, ne, e, re, she, te, te.
Okay, so who else wants to do that? Just for practice, really, just for the practice of it. Alyssa, do you want to go ahead and do it? You're muted.
Yeah, I'll try. So we have and then be, and then ve, and then I always get that one confused.
It's a dalet.
That's a dalet, so de, and then he,
Good.
and is how can you tell the difference? Is that one look similar to the lamed or the lam?
This one, it's a vav. Ve.
It's a vav.
Mhm.
The ve, and then me.
No, this is a me.
Oh.
So this would be,
Oh, is that a gimel? So yeah.
no, it's a te. That's a te. Te. Okay,
te.
good. Te.
Mhm. And then yeah,
Mhm.
and then le, then me, then and then isn't that one also le?
No, it's a nun. Ne.
Oh, none. A noon. It's a ne. And then the or v,
Mhm.
and then that one is just
Mhm.
and then okay, so is that one the T sound?
It's a re.
A re. Okay, so re, she,
Mhm.
and then sorry, which one is that one?
That's okay.
Okay, and so that one's the te. It's te and te.
Okay, very good. All right. And Greg?
Yep. All right. First, I'm referring to this consonant sheet I have. So
Okay, no problem.
that one, that's part of Alef, it looks like, but there's a push. So
Yeah, it's Aleph.
Alef, yeah, but that's
Mhm.
it's an et vowel, and then looking for the sideways E. I wish I practiced this week.
Okay, so that's a bet, right? Aleph,
bet.
bet, vet. So
Olive, bet, olive, bet. Yeah, okay. I remember bet and vet. So bet has a dot in it. Vet,
mhm.
vet. Okay, yeah. So it's bet, vet. Is that T?
It's a dalet.
Is it dalet? So da,
Mhm.
and then ne, right?
No, he. It's
He.
hey.
He.
Uh-huh.
Okay, okay. We were just doing that. So that's yeah.
No,
That's
that's the
Y,
vav.
right?
That's the
Vav.
vav.
Okay, vav. So the
Uh-huh.
ooh, that's I was listening to everybody, but then also following my consonant sheet. So
No, that's
they're like,
you're doing great. I mean, that's okay that you are trying. I mean, it's just yeah, that's great. I mean, that's fine.
shoot, where is that consonant?
Okay, so
Kind of
this
like
letter.
Mark, I'm like going through my
Okay,
notes here. It's like,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
provide everybody a cheat sheet with this letter. It's a tet. It's a T sound. I know for whatever. And by the way, I want to tell you something that will make you even more frustrated. This letter doesn't appear a lot, so it's the remembering. It's even harder to remember it because I see. I mean, this letter is a problematic letter for a lot of my students because there isn't even enough practice of it. Like
Yeah.
there's certain letters that appear a lot in Hebrew, and tet is not one of them. So that's why people sometimes struggle remembering the tet.
and then that one is, yeah, that's the Y. So that's, yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's, oh, shoot. Alyssa just said it and I listened to it and I was like, okay, I'm not going to forget it. It's non or ne.
That's a lamed. So le.
Lamed. Okay, so yeah, L, so le, and then that's a tet, so te.
No,
Wait, that looks like the, oh, it's not.
that
'cause
looks
it's not a
exactly
closed
like
mouth.
it. That's the mem. That's the
Okay,
mem.
so me.
That's the M sound. Yeah, me.
Gosh.
That's the final mem. So it has no
This
sound. I
is-
mean, it has the sound.
Yeah, so it's and then that's not. I feel like I'm guessing now.
That's the ne.
Ne,
Mm-hmm. N.
na. Okay, so
Okay.
na, and then
This takes only the sound of the vowel. So this would be.
eh.
Uh-huh.
Shoot, we said that. That's different than from the one at the top, right? Or is that the same?
Right. So the one at the top, this is a dalet. This has the D sound,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the R sound.
Okay, so ra.
Uh-huh.
Is that the meh or
No, that's a she.
she? And then na,
No,
mean-
this is te and te.
te, te.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
well, I need to work on my consonants. So.
Yes. Uh-huh. Okay, Mark, you want to go ahead?
All right. Ah,
So the vowel, remember what's the vowel?
a,
Uh-huh.
a, bay, day.
No,
no,
what's
that's
this
not-
one?
Sorry. Let me refer back to. Is that
Ve. Ve.
A?
Ve. This is the
Va.
V sound. Remember the
V.
vet and the vav both have the V sound.
Okay.
Vet. Okay.
Da.
What's the vowel?
The day, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Da,
Yeah,
Uh,
you're
de-
right.
de, and then te,
Hey,
hey. All right, I got that. And that's va,
for the vowel.
ve, ve,
Uh-huh.
te,
Mm-hmm.
ye,
Mm-hmm.
lay,
Mm-hmm.
oh wait, sorry, ma, me,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
what's that? That is that, it's not the N, right? That is
It's a noon.
Oh, it is? Okay. New, na, nay,
Mm-hmm.
and that is ra, or,
No, right? Just the
Or-
final noon. No.
new, okay. A, sorry, A,
Mm-hmm.
ray,
Mm-hmm.
shay,
Mm-hmm.
tay,
Mm-hmm.
tay,
Okay, very good. Very, very good. All right, Paige.
E, be, ve, de, he, ve, te, ye, le, me, en, ne, en, e, re, she, te, te.
Okay,
Hey.
Ron, I don't know if you can hear me but I cannot hear you. Yeah, it's okay. All right, never mind. All right, great job. Any questions so far?
No, I just found the consonant sheet in the back of the book. I want to use
Yeah.
that. I've been using like reference in my notes, but that's awesome. It's on one page. So
So, okay. So
Hey, I
we're
noticed those were all in alphabetical order. Can we just do one without saying that? Can we just say the consonant names?
you mean like Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet? Is
Yes.
that what you want me to say?
Yes.
Okay. The good thing about if you learn the Aleph, Bet in Hebrew, the sound of the first letter. So, okay, so Aleph is A, Bet is B, right? Gimel is G, Dalet is D. So if you know that, you'll know the sound of the letter. Okay. So remember the song that I sent you, Aleph Bet song?
yeah.
Listen to that because that actually
Okay.
helps remembering the Aleph Bet song. I mean
Okay.
the Aleph Bet, you know, Aleph Bet. I don't have a sheet that only has the letters without the vowels, but
No worries.
the
I'll
mo-
just go look up the song later.
yeah, just ignore the vowels. I'm just going to tell you the names of just ignore the vowels. Okay, what I'm going to share with you, ignore the vowels, and we're just going to review the letters. Okay. All right, so ignore the vowels. So Aleph, Bet,
Bet.
Vet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey. Okay, so do you want all of us to do it together so that
Sure.
you remember?
Yeah.
Aleph,
Aleph,
F,
Bet,
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 Vet,
Vet,
Gimel,
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 Dalet,
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 Hey.
Hey,
Okay. Vav,
Vav,
Zayin,
Zayin,
Ein,
Chet.
Bet,
that,
That's
Tet,
Chet. We do not have this sound in English. Chet. Cha. It's right here. Chet.
Heck,
Chet.
Tet,
Tet.
at,
Yud.
Yud,
Yud,
Kaf.
Kaf,
Chaf.
Amen, Ha,
Okay. So Vav,
Vav,
Zayin,
Zayin,
Ein,
Chet,
that,
Tet,
Det,
you,
Yud,
Yud,
Kaf,
Kaf,
Chaf.
Ha,
Okay, this is final Chaf. Okay, final Chaf. right, lamed, mem,
Mem.
final mem,
Mem.
nun,
Noon.
final nun, samech.
Samech.
Samet.
Okay,
Okay.
so people get confused again between the samech and the mem, right? They look very similar. The samech and the final mem. Samech has the S sound, okay? So let's do that again. Final chaf,
Final half.
Ah,
lamed,
Mem.
mem,
Mem.
Final.
final
Mem.
mem,
Mem.
nun,
Noon.
final nun,
Final
Noon.
samech,
Samet.
okay? Ein,
Ein.
pei,
Pe. Oh.
fei,
Pe.
final fei,
Pe.
tzadik,
Sadi.
final tzadik,
Sadid.
okay? All right, let's do this again. Ein,
Ein.
pei,
Pei.
Pe.
fei,
Pe.
final fei,
Pe.
tzadik,
Sad.
Sadik.
final tzadik.
Final
Sadi.
And then kuf,
Kuf.
resh,
Resh.
Resh.
shin,
Sin.
Sin.
sin,
Sin.
tav.
Tav.
Kuf,
Oof.
resh,
Resh.
shin,
Shin.
Shin.
sin,
Sin.
Sin.
tav.
Tav.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Again, if you go to YouTube actually and you put Hebrew alphabet just to hear them, you will be able to hear it. I know we don't tend to do that at home, but really, I mean, if you just go to YouTube and you put some stuff there, it's really great. But we just don't tend to do it. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is actually go over some stuff in the book that we haven't gone over. Okay, so I do want to talk about this root a little bit and just to kind of give you, because this root is very important for us and for you to learn it. Because a lot of our prayers are based on this root. So the root is Alef, Hey, and Vet, which means love. So there are actually 3 prayers, and I'm going to talk about the 3 prayers that have to do with love. The most important one, or the one that we say a lot, is called Ve-A-Hav-Ta. And you shall love. So it is a prayer in Hebrew that says, and you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your might, and with all your soul. Ve-A-Hav-Ta. This is from the book of Deuteronomy, the word Ve-A-Hav-Ta. I mean, the prayer Ve-A-Hav-Ta. And this prayer is so important. Actually, it begins with the Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad, which means, hear, O Lord, the God of Israel, the God is one. Okay? This is a declaration that we have one God. And then after that, from the book of Deuteronomy, we are commanded to love God with all our heart, with all our might, with all our soul, and with all our hearts. Okay? So this is how we're commanded. Now, in addition, in that prayer, the Ve-A-Hav-Ta, we're commanded to love God. We're also commanded to teach it to our children and repeat it to our children, the love of God. So I always tell my students who come here, I say, look, your parents are commanded to send you here. So even if you do not like coming here, they're commanded. It's a commandment from God. Additionally, this prayer is so important, of course, that we have to think about God, or the love of God. When we are lying down, when we are walking, wherever we are, we have to think about God. And you know, the mezuzah that we have on the doorpost, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So inside the mezuzah, there is a scroll. And that scroll actually has this prayer in it. And it comes actually from this prayer, because in the prayer, it says we're commanded to put it on the mezuzah of our door or our gates. So that's why Jews in the so the decorative part of the mezuzah is not important. What's important is that scroll. The reason why we put the decorative part is to protect that scroll. Okay, that scroll is written by a scribe, and a scribe writes it by hand. And it's you know, they use it's the same way that when they write the Torah, they use a quill and the black ink to write it by hand. Okay. Additionally, and I don't know if you've ever seen this, so this prayer is on the mezuzah, but it's also, I should have had it done before. Sorry, I want to show you the picture. I'm going to show you images, and I don't know if you've ever seen it before, but I just want to show it to you. I know that you've seen mezuzah. But tefillin is these boxes that we put on our heads and we strap it on our hands. And inside these boxes, there is the prayer, the V'ahavta. So I want you to remember this, because this is one of the most important prayers for Jews, okay? Now, when you reach your bar or bat mitzvah, actually they say that the important part, the way that we know that you are, as a Jewish person, ready to take on the commandments, because up until the age of 13 for boys and 12 for girls, I mean, for girls it's different in Judaism, but I'm not going to get into that argument. We don't have to follow all the commandments, right? Because we're children. But once we have the bar mitzvah, now it is time for us to take on the commandments, right? So when we have a bar mitzvah, you know, we go on the bima and we read from the Torah, but that's very important. But we say that we do not become bar mitzvah boy or girl until only once we put the tefillin, then we actually fulfill that commandment. That's the Orthodox view of it. Okay. In Orthodox view, girls do not put tefillin, but in our synagogue, in Reconstructionist synagogue, girls do put tefillin. Okay. So I don't know if you've ever seen it before or you've heard of it, but it is part of the V'ahavta prayer. Okay. Additionally, there are two other prayers that talk about love. And they're actually in your book. So I'm going to go back to the book. And I'm going to talk about them, because in the V'ahavta, we are commanded to love God. Okay, we're commanded to love God. However, we have love, a prayer that's called Ahavat Olav, which is eternal love. But this is actually the love of God to us, or the loving relationship between God and the people of Israel. And that eternal eternal love that God bestowed on us, right, has to do with him giving us the commandments. Mitzvot are the commandments. Because the way God showed love to his people is by giving us the commandments to protect us, right? To follow, to have a life. So our way of life is so the commandments that God gave us, which became our way of life, is how he showed love to us. And then, of course, the love in relationship is that we in turn follow the commandments. So again, when I talk to my children, I say to them, you know, your parents give you rules, right? We don't always like rules, but some of the rules that our parents give us is to protect us, is because they love us, right? So that's exactly how God showed his love to us. And then there is another prayer which called the Ahava Rabba, much love. And it is it's the same kind of concept. Again, the love and relationship between God and Israel, with the Torah as the ketubah. Do you know what is the ketubah? Have you heard of that term?
Yeah, I've heard
Ketubah?
the ketubah. Yeah.
Okay, so when a husband and wife get married, they sign a ketubah. Ketubah is kind of like
Yeah.
a marriage contract.
Yeah, my wife and I have one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's the marriage contract. Okay, so remember the Torah that God gave us is kind of like the marriage contract between God and us. Because God showed his love by giving us the Torah, and then we in turn follow the commandments. And if we follow the commandments, we continue that love. And if you think about it, I mean, the commandments, if we follow, I mean, some of the commandments that we have are really amazing, because it really gives us a way of life. And I mean, I'm not going to get into the philosophical, but anyway, the other thing is the Ve'ahavta le'reacha kamocha, which means love your neighbor as yourself. So there was a famous rabbi, his name was Rabbi Akiva. And one person went to so this rabbi he was during the Romans, actually. And the Romans, obviously, you know, the Roman Empire in Israel, remember, you know what I'm talking about? So he was a very famous rabbi. And of course, the Romans did not want the Jews to study Torah and all of that, but he was able to have students follow him. So one student came to him and he said, Rabbi, teach me the entire Torah on one leg, on one foot. That's kind of like the story. And the rabbi said, the entire Torah is love your neighbor as yourself. That's the entire Torah. So these are important. And, you know, we do use, I mean, even Christians have this kind of term. But I did want to talk to you about these are very important prayers. And of course, I don't want, you're not going to be able to remember the Hebrew maybe at the moment, but remember the Ve'ahavta, and you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your might, with all your soul. And then just remember eternal love and much love. And these are prayers. So the concept of love repeats itself over and over and over again in the Torah. The loving relationship that we have between us and God. So I just wanted to go over this that is in the book. Okay. So, see, here it is here, the Ve'ahavta, and you shall love. Again. So now you're able to read this word, Ve'ahavta. Okay, the other words that I want to talk about is actually the word tov, which is good, Boker Tov. When we say Boker Tov, good morning. Another holiday that's called Tu B'Shvat. Have you heard of Tu B'Shvat?
No.
Tu B'Shvat is the holiday for the trees. We celebrate trees. It's the birthday for the trees.
Is that the summer?
What is it?
Is it in the summer?
No, it's actually, it's going to be in January.
Okay.
It's in the winter. So remember, so Tu B'Shvat, okay, so you know when we talk about the commandments that we have, some commandments are to be done in Israel and not necessarily in here. So one of the commandments is that it says in the book of Deuteronomy, when you shall go to the land of Israel, you must plant trees. We're commanded to plant trees. So Israel today is a country that plants more trees every year than chops them.
Wow.
Because every Tu B'Shvat, we actually plant trees. People go and plant trees. Now, you can, if you want to, you can actually donate money to the Israeli Foundation to plant a tree in your name if you want to. So that's something you can do, and then you plant a tree in Israel. So Tu B'Shvat is the birthday for the trees, and it is on the 15th of the month of Shvat. Okay. And we do celebrate it here in the synagogue. So when you can come here, we do have Tu B'Shvat celebrations. I mean, the last few years during COVID, we didn't. But what we do is actually we have a Tu B'Shvat Seder, which is an order. And we drink 4 cups of wine to represent the 4 seasons. And we also eat fruit and vegetables. We bless the fruit of the tree and we bless the fruit of the ground. So we do that. So we do an entire Seder. And listen, this is actually our connection between the land, and us. And remember, a lot of these rules or laws in the Torah are very, are very current in a way, because, the things that we do to our environment and how we raise fruit and how we grow fruit and vegetables and what we do with the land and all of that. So there are a lot of commandments in the Torah that talk about how to treat the land, how to grow fruit and vegetables. But these commandments can only be done in the land of Israel, and they're not necessarily in here. Okay. All right. The next thing that I want to talk about in here is the talit, and that is the prayer shawl. So again, God commanded us to put the prayer shawl. Actually, the thing that is important is the fringes that come from the prayer shawl. And again, the prayer shawl is kind of a protection. So if you go to synagogue and you see people wearing prayer shawls, that's a talit. It's called talit. All right, any questions about these concepts that I'm talking about? Let me see if there's anything else that I'm missing. Okay, Etz is a tree, but I want to tell you this. Etz Chaim is a tree of life. The Torah is referred to as the tree of life. Because again, the Torah gives us our way of life. All right. I think I went over all of the things that I thought would be important to you. Okay, let me talk. Kippah, you all know kippah, right? Okay. All right, so let's read a little bit, and I think we're going to stop once we can do this page over here. So we did line 1, we can do line 2. Mark, you want to try and do line 2?
Yeah, so I apologize for, so is that
That's the ein.
ein, so it's like E, right?
No, the vowel is
What? It's
That line is
We're on line 2. I thought it was like
Wait, are you on the same page as I am? Wait, let me tell you what page. 41.
Yeah. So, but isn't the line underneath, isn't that E or
The line, this kind of T line is
Yeah. So I am
and that's a noon, so it will be
noon.
ana.
Anna.
Ana.
Anna.
Mhm.
Ad.
That's a final mem, so it will be
Oh,
very good. That's a
Ad.
vet. Very good.
Ava.
Anan.
Anan.
So now these are 2 dots. So if it is 2 dots, what's the vowel?
A.
Very good. Okay.
Is that A? Is that the A? A? I get that confused with the odd.
That letter is a dalet. It's a D sound.
Odd.
Ed.
Ed.
Uh-huh. And this is
And
the
that
T
is et.
sound.
Et.
Uh-huh. Very good.
And then A.
That's a resh.
Ray. So Ray, Ray,
The vowel is ra,
Ra'ash.
shan. Ra, shan. Because this is a. The vowel is a.
Okay.
So the any line that you see is a. So
So it's
ra, shan. So
Ra'asha.
this, so it would be ana, am, av, anan, ed, et, and ra'ashan.
Ra'asha. Okay.
All right, so I will read 3. It's Reva, Ra, Rasha, Ra'ash, Ra'im, Ro'eh. Okay, so Alyssa, number 3.
Sorry about that. I forgot I was muted. So it's Ra. So it's Rava.
Reva, it's a.
Reva. Okay.
Mhm.
Reva. And then Ra.
Mhm,
And then
Rasha.
Rasha.
mhm.
And then Ra. Ra. How is Rosh? How would you say?
Ra'ash, uh-huh.
Okay. And then Ra'on. Ra'on.
Ra,
How do you pronounce that?
that's an E.
Oh, that's an E. Sorry about that. So Reem or Raim.
Mhm.
And then Roe.
Uh-huh. Very
Roa.
good. Yeah. Okay, number 4 is Roim, Me'at, Arim, Over, Ir, and Amida. So Paige, could you read 4?
Okay. Ro'im,
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
Reem,
Mm-hmm.
O,
Over.
Over, Ear,
Mm-hmm.
and Adash,
No, Amida.
Hamida.
Okay, the last line 5, I want to talk about the I. Remember the I? So this would be Ra, Bo, Tai. Now the yud is pronounced Ra, Bo, Tai. A, Lai. Sha, Dai. E, Lo, Hai. So the yud is pronounced as Y at the end. So Kelly, can you do 5?
Wow, that's a lot there. So Rabo Tai,
Uh-huh, very good. Rabotai, exactly.
Alai,
Mm-hmm.
Shaddai,
Uh-huh.
and Elohai.
Okay, all right, very good.
Nice.
Okay, awesome. I mean, I know it's a lot to take on. And listen, we're gonna have 2 weeks in between. I really want to encourage you to practice the letters and review them. I mean, I really do.
Yeah,
And
I have all week off this coming week, so I have time to practice.
Yeah, right. Because again, I'm not, it's hard to remember the letters. It is. It's really hard to remember. And listen, and I know it takes a lot. It's not, I'm not taking away from what it takes to learn this, but it does. It takes a lot. So, but the more you practice, and again, go to services, that will help. If you go to services, at least you will hear it. Because again, the Hebrew that we're learning here is more about, the learning the Hebrew letters and vowels so that you can actually participate in a service. That's really what it is about.
Yeah, I remember Rabbi Hal said practice makes better, not perfect.
Yeah. Do you know how people say that you need to practice something 10,000 hours or so before you get really good at it or something? Have you ever
Yeah,
heard
I've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a Kumon owner. We say practice makes possibilities.
No,
Yeah.
go.
Our new tagline.
That's catchy.